why does Owl Tutors exist?
Well, I first came up with the idea for Owl Tutors whilst I was working for a different tutoring company, actually. I had been working in the city in finance and I decided I wanted to run my own business. And after I left, I needed to earn money. And I ended up working for a tutoring company because I had been a teacher previously. And when I started working for this tutoring company, what I realized is that they were charging me out as a qualified teacher at exactly the same rate as other tutors that weren't qualified teachers. To which I thought, what we really need is to start rewarding people for the skills and qualifications that they have. And therefore, the idea of having a tutoring company that was based just on qualified teachers was born. And that's what Owl Tutors now is. All of the tutors that we have qualified to teach and have taught for a minimum of 2 years in a classroom before they can be one of our tutors. Although we only take qualified teachers, we also focus on only making sure that we get the best qualified teachers. Unfortunately, some teachers aren't as good as others, and therefore we only take a small proportion of the teachers that actually apply to work with us to make sure that we only have the very best teachers working with us, not just every teacher. What we have is a series of competencies that we measure at Owl Tutors to ensure that we only find the very best teachers. And the main competencies that we're interested are planning and organization, interaction skills, teaching ability, an ability to relate to other people. And all of these different competencies combine, we think, to provide an experience for a student that is the best that it can possibly be. So we are looking for well-organized, well-prepared teachers that are able to differentiate their learning and relate what they're teaching to students and able to convey their deep understanding of the subject material to those students. All of our tutors are now expected to be on the DBS update service in the UK, if that's applicable. And when we assess teachers to come and work with us as tutors, so the first thing that they have to do is complete an application form where they have to provide the details of 3 referees. We check with all of those referees, one being a line manager at a school they have to have worked at, to ensure that they meet our standards across the competencies that we measure. And then we bring them in for a face-to-face interview and a teaching assessment. So every one of the tutors who's on our books has been required to teach us a lesson, which we assess to ensure that it meets our standards.